So even, let's just say, with the lifetime curriculum that Dr. Tan developed, so all of you know, most people know him as being famous for the balance method acupuncture. But after he established himself with that knowledge, he also began to teach additional things. So specifically, the curriculum that Dr. Tan taught also included 八字, right? We mentioned that yesterday. If we have time, we can explain a little bit more how that works. Or if you guys are interested in the reading, we can we can do that for you. Which is birth chart analysis, which is also used medically to help counsel patients on the timing of their life, of their health, and help make certain decisions. And the other aspect that he taught was also feng shui. For instance, he would use that in cases, both 八字 and feng shui, as supplementary tools in cases where, let's say he's relatively successful at treating patients for whatever condition, digestive or allergic or insomnia, but he's kind of hitting a wall. The progress is not as quick or as substantial as he usually is successful in achieving. So then he may refer to their birth chart or go to their office or go to their home to make some adjustments in that way, right? So another aspect that he also taught, he called it qi cultivation. And of course, all of you guys going through Chinese medicine school have heard of qi, right? But so many different concepts about it, some more scientific perhaps, qi as some kind of thermodynamic energy, or, like I mentioned, mitochondria yesterday, right? The 300 million volts per meter equal to lightning strike, that kind of energy, electromagnetic energy. Some go a little bit more in terms of talking about it in terms of like breath, right, respiration, and oxygen or carbon dioxide, or so-called gasotransmitters, yeah, like carbon monoxide or hydrogen sulfide. So many different conceptions about it. So what he taught in terms of qi cultivation was a form of qigong, just like acupuncture has different lineages. So I would say his falls into the category of 自发功, which is spontaneous qigong. So as you guys know, as practitioners of medicine and studying the mind and psychological aspect of medicine too, that the mind has many different layers, right? We have the conscious social part that we use to analyze and to talk to each other. But as you know, sometimes things from the subconscious, so to speak, come up, right? And that's actually where a lot of our health issues lie, I would say, and persist. In some way, the qigong that he taught was kind of in a safe context, because we often repress it because we don't feel safe letting it out. So creating a qigong space, if you will, to allow some of these things to trickle up and reprocess, right? So we received this qi cultivation, more this kind of 自发功, spontaneous qigong from Dr. Tan, but in the last 2 decades, I've also been very lucky to receive teachings, mostly from the Chinese tradition, from different teachers. I don't know if you know Duan Ziliang. He passed away last year. He was 107 years old. Wuji Qigong. Also Wang Liping. I don't know if you know Opening the Dragon's Gate from Longmen Pai. The Wuji, you can say, is a circle, right? That's a unity. That's the oneness, undifferentiated wholeness, right? And then the next step is the like I quoted the Tao Te Ching. That's the one, right? One begets two. And to me, actually, another way you can look at that diagram is those 2 dots, right? The black dot and the white dot that arise, right? That's the beginning of the polarization of the unity into duality. And then to me, the 2 begets the 3 is actually this line. Yeah, this curve, actually, that represents the dynamic interaction of yin and yang. And that is qi. That is the qi, actually. So qi is 1/3 of nei gong. Nei means internal, okay? So even back to your Chinese medicine, right? Like part of our purpose is to make everything that you learned in school a little bit more real, a little bit more practical, kind of recycle your knowledge from textbook to something that you can practice. So you heard of Jing Qi, right? So technically, everyone talks about Qigong, but there's also Jing-gong, and there's also Shen-gong, right? And so all 3 of those are incorporated into Nei-gong. right? Internal practice. The Nei Gong is more training the intention, right? How to direct your emotions, even emotional energy, and your mind and the qi, like I mentioned. So to me, actually, Qigong is not a sufficient term because it also includes Jing and Sen. Nei Gong is a better term, but it's only half the picture. So you have to, anything that you develop inside, some people have very deep internal experiences, like mystical experiences or very profound visualizations, but it doesn't create external change, right? So it's important then to have the yin or the nei go to the wai, projected outwards, right? And for us, actually, the wai gong part is the needle, yeah, is a needle technique, right? And of course, the most kind of vulgar way to do that is just throwing in the needle, right? Just boom. You did acupuncture 1, 2, 3. Okay, I know where to throw it. Just boom, right? And that's good. Just like that will maybe get you, I don't know, 70, 80% because the system is so powerful. The 1, 2, 3. So if you like, we can say that the combination of the nei and the wai is the common word they use is nei gong, wai gong is the gong part, right? So what I teach, I call Gongfa, or balance method Gongfa. Yeah? 平衡 Gongfa, because the Chinese name for the acupuncture is 平衡针法. Okay? 平衡 is balance. Okay? 针 is needle, and fa is method. So 针法 is what you guys learned yesterday, or the first day of this first part of the system. And then the Gongfa is the skill or the practice, the cultivation aspect. What you put in the needle, right? Because the needle is just an inert piece of metal, right? It's just a piece of metal there if you're not, as an object, if you're not touching it. But once you put it into your hands, like everything that you can bring into and through the needle will affect the patient. So yi, qi, li, then come back. Good. Yi, qi, li, extend out. So this is like system 3, right? Left and right side balance. Yi, qi, li, and then come back. So now we can use the breathing. Inhale, okay? As you yi, qi, li, back, inhale. Very good. Yi, qi, li, open, and exhale, release. Good. So yi is already closing, and then you create the tension, feeling, and then pull back with the body. Yi, qi, li, open, release the breath. Yeah. And then yi, qi, li, inhale. Slight pause. Yi, qi, li, exhale. And put your yi, qi, li, right, to your fingertips. Boom. Now to the needle tip. Okay, it's at the needle tip now. Keep it at the needle tip. Keep your yi, qi, li at the needle tip. Touch the skin surface lightly, ever so lightly with the needle tip at the skin surface. This shouldn't hurt. And this is actually, I often pause like 1 or 2 seconds before I needle the patient, just to give the body a signal, I'm coming in, right? It's like knocking on the door. Now, before you move the needle, try to put your intention beyond the needle tip, okay? And try to estimate maybe 0.5 centimeter, 3 to 5 millimeters beyond the needle tip under the skin. Okay, is it there? You didn't penetrate yet, okay? But your intention already penetrated, okay? And now, yi, qi, li. And I usually do it now this at a higher impulse speed, so boom, okay? Then you're in.